Good morning, dear students. Today we are going to study the ninth chapter of our English course book, Apostrophe to the Ocean, written by the poet George Gordon Byron. He was also popularly known as Lord Byron. So, first of all, we'll study about our poet Lord Byron. Lord Byron was born in the year 1788 and he died in the year 1824. He was a poet as well as a politician. He was one of the greatest and widely read British poet. Some of his famous works are Don Juan, Childe Harold's Pilgrimage, The Curse of Minerva. So, this poem, Apostrophe to the Ocean, is a part of his famous work, Harold's Pilgrimage. This novel has been written in 4 parts, okay, or 4 volumes or 4 cantos, and the poem Apostrophe to the Ocean is taken from the 4th canto or the 4th volume of Childe Harold's Pilgrimage. So here, after the speaker is a clear resembler of the poet who, after living a fulfilling and pleasurable life, wants to interact with the ocean. Not the ocean, wants to interact with the nature, and now wants to spend the rest of his life with the interaction with a close interaction with the nature. So now let's move into the poem Apostrophe to the Ocean. There is a pleasure in the pathless wood. There is a rapture on the lonely shore. There is a society where none enters but the deep sea and music in its roar. Okay. Now the poet is moving towards the ocean. Is moving towards the ocean. The speaker is moving towards the ocean, and while moving towards the ocean, there is no person or no society or the noise of the cities or all the modern development which has been going on around in the cities and all. So the poet is saying that while he is moving towards the ocean, so the path through which he or she is moving towards the ocean in that path there is a pleasure, there is peace, satisfaction while he is moving towards the ocean. Okay, there is a rupture on the lonely shore. Okay, so there is something very extremely peaceful and happy in the lonely shore. Lonely shore means the sides of the bank of the ocean. So when the poet has reached the ocean and when he is sitting beside the ocean, in the banks of the ocean or shore of the ocean, there is extreme happiness in that lonely shore, as there is no person or no human being to interfere between him and the ocean. There is a society where none enters. Okay, there is a society where none enters means there is no person around him and the ocean. There is no people around him. There is no fellowship around him who can interfere between him and the ocean. Okay, by the deep sea and music in its roar, and the poet is able to hear only apart from the city noises and the modern developments. Now here, when the poet is close to the ocean, he is only able to hear the noise of the deep sea and the music of the deep sea. I love not the man less, but nature more. Further, the poet says that I am praising the ocean so much, I am praising the beauty of the nature so much, but it doesn't mean that I don't like man. I like man, but I like nature more than men. From these our interviews which I steal from all I may be or have been before. Okay. Now this interaction which the poet or the speaker is having with the ocean or the sea, the poet is calling this interaction as interviews between him and the ocean, and the poet is saying that from this interaction the poet is stealing his being. Okay, and the poet is becoming a better human being, and the poet is learning a lot about himself and the surroundings and the nature. Okay, so the poet is deriving a lot from the interactions with the sea. He's learning a lot through these interactions with the sea. The poet is learning a lot of new things. To mingle with the universe and feel what I can never express yet cannot all conceal. Okay. Now further, the poet, what does? He goes and swims in the ocean, and Byron, the poet Byron, used to like to swim a lot. Okay, and whenever he used to swim, he used to feel that he's mingling with the universe. Okay, he's mixing with the universe and the cosmos, and it is such a good and divine feeling which he could neither express through word nor he could hide. Okay. Further, in the next stanza, the poet says, roll on, thou deep and dark blue ocean, roll. Now, further, the poet says that you deep and dark blue ocean, keep on rolling. It means keep on flowing and moving. Okay, 10,000 fleets sweep over thee in vain. Man marks the earth with ruins. With ruin, his control stops with the shore. Okay, now, at that time when this poem was written around the 18th, 17th, 18th century, the most great development or advancement in the field of scientific technology was the development of ship. Okay, not sheeps, ship. So the poet is saying that even though 10,000 ship are flowing over you, okay, but and even though the ship is the greatest advancement or the greatest development in the history of mankind, but it couldn't control the ocean. Okay, the control of this man-made development stops with the ocean. Okay, man marks the earth with ruins. Okay, so the poet further said that with the various development and advancement the man has made in the field of science and technology, man has destroyed or caused a lot of destruction in the earth, okay, in the plane. But when it comes to ocean or when it comes to sea, the control of the man loses his control, and man can't control the ocean or sea with all this advancement and technology. Okay, upon the watery plain the wrecks are all they did, nor doth remain. Okay, so when we all know that when there is storm in the ocean, so various ships get drowned, and it breaks into pieces. So all the poet further says that when when the ocean gets angry, the ship wrecks, the ship all breaks into severe pieces, and not even a single piece of the ships remain together. Okay, a shadow of man's ravage save his own. Okay, so even the people who are sailing on that ships, even the shadow of those people get destroyed, and people are not those people who are sailing on the ships are not able to save themselves, and they get disappeared into the ocean just in like a drop of rain. He sinks into thy depth with bubbling groan, without a grave, uncanneled, uncoffined, and unknown. Okay, okay, the ship and the people who are sailing in the ships, the man who is sailing in the ships, they get inside the ocean, they get drowned in the ocean with a groan, and they die within inside the ocean without being कॉफिन, और मतलब उनको समाधि नहीं मिलती है। जैसे हम लोग मरने के बाद लोगों को जलाते हैं, गाड़ते हैं, जो भी करते हैं, लेकिन जब ओशन गुस्सा होता है, ओशन तबाही मचाता है, तो वो अपने अंदर शिप्स को भी समा लेता है, इंसानों को भी समा लेता है, और इंसान को कोई तरह की समाधि नहीं मिलती है। ठीक है, नाउ in the next stanza, his steps are not upon thy paths, thy fields are not spoiled for him, thou dost rise. Okay, now the poet further says that the man could not destroy, okay, the ocean. Okay, मतलब इंसानों के पैर, human can't leave footprints on the ocean. It means that humans can't damage or cause destruction to the ocean. Okay, humans can't destroy the fields near the ocean. Okay, and shake him from thee the vile strength he wields. Okay, and the poet further says whenever the ocean rises, though dust rises, arise means whenever the ocean rises and it causes destruction, so it shakens, it makes the man fearful from within, and man starts doubting, and it controls the very unpleasant strength of ह्यूमन। मतलब जब भी ओशन या समंदर गुस्से में आता है, वो क्या, उसको देख के इंसान डर जाता है, और उसकी जो वो झूठी ताकत की वो बखान करता है, झूठी ताकत के बारे में बताते हैं उसको, वो उसका क्या हो जाए, वो धराशायी हो जाता है। ठीक है, फॉर अर्थ्स डिस्ट्रक्शन दो डस्ट ऑल डिस्पाइज, पर्निंग हिम दाई बॉसम टू द स्काइज। ओके, एंड whenever the ocean rises, and it gives a lesson to all the men who have caused destruction in the earth, and it hates the man for the destruction it has caused in the earth, spurning him from thy bosom to the sky, and sends him shivering in thy pride. Okay, whenever the ocean rises or whenever the ocean gets angry, what does it do? वो इंसान को उछाल के आसमान की ओर फेंकता है. मतलब समुंदर की लहरों के साथ देखते हैं, जब भी कोई इंसान समुंदर की लहरों में फंसता है तो ऐसा लगता है वो ऊपर जा रहा है आसमान की तरफ, फिर नीचे आ रहा है. तो इट मीन्स दैट द मैन, द ओशन इज throwing the man towards the heaven and then again towards the ground, and the man is howls or shouts to God, so that he could God could save him and make him land in a bank or the port nearby. But the ocean, what does it do? It again, once it takes the man towards the ocean, towards the heaven, then again to the earth, and it attracts itself towards the sea only. It attracts itself towards the earth only. So here we can say that the control of men ends with the ocean. Now we have studied the first three stanzas of this poem. In the next class we are going to study the remaining four stanzas of the poem. Thank you. Have a nice day.